Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to a scene for Empire of Thorns. The scene is taking place in Trudeau's. Three friends have gathered to sit down and basically talk, and they're preparing for the events tomorrow. And we'll start the scene off there. So there you go. Four friends. Four friends. Iris is here now. Yes. The four friends are preparing for the events of tomorrow.
Personally, I think this operation should probably do something along the lines of making sure that everyone involved takes a contract to not dick each other over for the duration. Mostly for the sake of if they do some mind woogity boogity that makes people attack other people, they physically can't because the contract will stop them.
Well, you'll need to discuss that with Malik, I think, because he's supposed to be organising,
It is
coordinator.
just a suggestion, and I'm probably not going.
Iris will shrug. It's a good idea, just something you should discuss with Malik.
Well, if you bump into Malik first, you can pass the message along. Or not. I don't know. Are you okay with Malik?
Yeah?
Okay. Then yeah.
Okay, Iris is going to pull a folded suit from her messenger bag. And is going to look at Bruce. Okay. You have to promise that you will give me this back afterwards.
Sorry, you cut out. Can you say that again?
You have to promise that you will give me this back afterwards. The
I
suit.
promise.
And if he doesn't, before you seal the contract, you should figure out what the negative repercussions are. And also, you should do something to say, like, if the suit is destroyed by means outside of my control and I can give back only the tatters, is that okay?
Okay.
Or, I promise, that works too. You know, your call. I trust Iris.
Okay, so how do you think we should do this? Because
So
the important thing is that this is kind of powerful magic, and I need to make sure that it gets destroyed afterwards. So I want to get it back so I can destroy it myself.
okay. So, if it is destroyed, that's fine. Like, through combat or whatever other means.
Oh, it can be totally damaged, but I need to see it to know that it's destroyed.
You need to see it undone. So, as many of the tatters need to be returned to you as well?
If possible.
Okay.
I mean, if nobody should go risking their life for it, but yes, it would be good to know that it's destroyed. But that's more
Alright.
for my peace of mind than contract wise.
So, the boon is you are giving the suit on the condition that he returns it or as much of it to you on what date? Three days? 4 days?
Um,
5 days? Five
within
days?
at within an hour of safely returning from the mission.
Okay. I would still say give it a day, just so that way if parts of it get removed, or if not all of it's there, or if it gets stolen, he at least has a chance to try and go back and get it.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm asking you for advice on this. She just
That's what,
shrugged.
that is my advice. I would also say, since the boon is the suit to make you look like someone else, you will lose your identity if you do not do this for an extended period of 2 months.
She's going to look at Bruce for his opinion on that one.
Hang on just a minute, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know how particularly valuable that is, the suit is. But if it is that powerful of magic, and if it has bits of Claudio's identity in it, I think that's a fair trade. Because it means that his name's invalid and he can't make contracts on himself. It means that he can't invoke contracts that he has made on himself. And he will generally be looked down upon because he will not be a sworn member of this freehold, because he will not be his identity. These are all
Iris nods.
opinions.
Iris nods and goes and looks down at the suit and goes, "That's kind of what happens to Claudio if it's when it's used. So it needs to be destroyed afterwards."
Well,
Well,
trust me, I get that now.
I do agree with what you said, but there's also a very high possibility that if I get into an unescapable situation of combat, it probably will get destroyed anyways.
That's fine. The important thing is that it gets destroyed, and that I know it gets destroyed.
Okay, so we will put a clause in there that if it seems destroyed enough, that will also satisfy the contract.
Yeah.
Which also means that if someone's trying to rip the suit off of you, and you just sort of help it along and tear it off your body and rip it to shreds, like in the heat of battle, sure, it makes you more vulnerable, but it satisfies this deal. It's, from what I can tell, it's better that no one gets this than it gets back to her.
That's kind of, yeah, the important thing is nobody else gets this, and nobody goes walking around with Claudio's man.
We'll make sure the suit is destroyed. Don't worry.
Does this mean that you are also entering into the contract, and that you will provide as much assistance as possible to destroying the suit within the purview of Iris's satisfaction
He'll
within the
nod.
agreed time limit? Okay, we now have a third member.
My plan is basically to get as much of it as possible together at the end and burn it.
Okay,
But
so we're
that's
still
just
on
my
the
plan.
as many tatters as possible return to Iris so she can oversee the destruction.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
more important that it's ruined than that I see it, but I don't know what. It probably wouldn't be as effective, but if there's pieces left, I don't know if there's a way to try and use those for something. So as much as possible, yeah.
cool.
My first and foremost goal is to get Kiko back. I'll also take care of the suit if I can.
We will get her back.
Iris will nod.
I guarantee nothing. I hope for your best successes, though. So beyond that, I will, if all parties are in agreement with the extent of the contract, I will seal it.
Iris,
Objections going
Iris will
once,
kind
going
of
twice?
nod. Iris will nod and look at Theo. Like she's not really had a great deal of experience with contracts, but she doesn't see anything wrong with it. So
Bruce
Well,
nods.
out of character, you'd still know that I have an oath of good neighbors with at least Sebastian, and I'm not trying to fuck him over.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make this as fair and as honest as possible.
Yep.
He
I mean,
will.
theoretically, you could still try and fuck Iris over on this, but I don't. She doesn't think you will, at least not on this. And
Theophilus will clink glasses and drink to that.
Sebastian will clink and he will just take a big gulp of the bowl of rum has in his hands.
Bowl.
Iris looks
Bottle.
around, but having not got a drink yet, will kind of pick up the rum and clink it with with Theo and take a small sip of the rum. If Sebastian doesn't do anything to stop her from basically stealing a sip of
No, he'll let her.
So, out of character, are we having the drink to seal the contract?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Bruce will reach in and also going to take a sip.
You
And
feel
Iris,
the weird almost solidify around you as the word of bond is verbalized and agreed upon. Yay!
and Iris will hand over the suit to Bruce.
He'll take it and set it on the table somewhere close to him, with a hand over it.
Yeah, you just need to put it on and spend a point of glamour to activate it, and it will last. Per point of glamour you put in, it will last for a day.
Got it.
So have you been spending time trying to act like Claudio?
Like I said, it probably will not be needed.
Okay.
I am going to be handed over with hands chained, mouth gagged, and I will not break the spell until I get inside their base.
Aw. I was hoping to see your best Claudio impression.
You may need to practice just in case. I mean, you never know. They might take the gag off or something to taunt him or whatever it is. I
Yeah, I
don't
always
know
want
what
to see your
villain they're
impersonation.
going to be. Yeah. Sorry, I think we both kind of spoke at the same time there. But Iris said, I'm not sure how Bond villain they're going to be. I'm not sure what Theo said.
Yeah, Iris wants to see your impersonation too.
We all do.
I will try to work on that.
So, as you're all basically kind of drinking and laughing and all of that stuff, you'll see two women who are basically sort of arguing. One of them is the one I have in my overlay. The other one is the one whose picture I'm putting in the chat bar. For those who can't see it and are viewers, she looks like a younger sibling or cousin to the woman who's talking. She has their features are very similar. She has blondish hair. Anyone can make a. What would it be to know? Another member of the courts or something like that, or someone like a person, a fae. Not a fae, wrong word.
Um,
Or lost.
Given the fact that we can see through the mask to see people's meaning, we can probably tell, and also the location, you can probably tell if they're changelings or not, as long as they have a seeming.
No, but I mean who they are, like to know
Oh,
that. Oh,
that
that
would
person or this
depend on
person.
whether we've met them before.
Yes.
Intelligence politics?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I will be
Personally, I'm
right
just going to
back.
assume that she hasn't.
Actually, you better tell me when you're back.
While are you guys making those rolls, I'll be right back. Let's just say Bruce went to the restroom for a while.
Okay.
Can someone roll one dice for Sebastian?
Hello,
Damn,
Sebastian.
Iris.
One success for Sebastian. Yeah, Iris. I'm not going to bother rolling for Iris because she doesn't. I mean, she has
You
all the
actually
spring courts, but she doesn't really hang around there enough.
you have a +2 for a reason. There are reasons you have +2 to the roll. I'll
Oh,
explain
okay.
in a minute.
In that case, I suppose I might as well make the roll. And it was intelligence politics.
Yep.
Do I get a minus for having no politics at the moment?
Don't
Uh,
lose. Okay.
if you're
That
not
one?
trained in the skill, it's -3 because I think it's one of the knowledge skills.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
usually is, but that's why I'm asking because this is the kind of situation where the politics is more how involved you are rather than how skilled you are with politics. So I don't know. Do I get a minus for not being skilled?
Uh, yes.
Okay, and +2 for.
For reasons that will become apparent.
2 successes.
Okay. The reason that you know who she is because her mother is one of the other serfs. The position that your fucking man holds the rank in.
Claudio.
That one. Yes.
Yeah, the position that my Claudio holds.
Mr. Iris. Okay. Her mother is one of the serfs. Her mother is Annabelle Fainir. And she is a member of the Spring Court. You've seen her once or twice around the Spring Court when you're visiting Claudio or something into that nature. He's mentioned either Annabelle or Anne-Marie. Her sister's name is Asha, by the way. Bruce, you can come back whenever you want. Kind of need you back, actually. But so they're arguing rather intensely, actually. They're kind of the younger one seems to be pleading with the older one, who seems about done with her bullshit, and she'll basically say, please, you have to do it. Please, you have to help me. I'm in love. Don't you understand that? And Anne-Marie will just shake her head and say, you don't even know him. What, you're in love? You met him a week ago? 2 weeks ago, tops. And then she's like, I know, but it really is love. I promise you it's love. Oh my God, please, just go on a date or something. Just do the thing. Do the thing. You can do the thing, right? You're gorgeous. Who would say no? And she's like, I can't do the thing. The thing? You mean the mom thing? No, I can't do. No. Who would say yes? And then she basically just kind of like rolls her eyes and she's like, no one would say no to you. And she's like,
I would.
oh, God, fine. She'll just kind of roll her eyes and she'll kind of look around the bar and sure eyes will fall on Bruce. Big, strapping, from the home country Bruce. And she will walk up to Bruce.
Bruce is on his way back to the table.
Iris is just going to whisper, "Spring," to Theo.
It's
Spring.
hand jobs and hand jobs and racism.
She walks right up to Bruce, and she kind of looks like
within 5 minutes.
Which one is walking up to Bruce?
The dark-haired one.
Okay.
Yeah, she basically walks right up to Bruce, and your character is very suddenly fucking aware of who she is. So what are you doing, Bruce?
Did you hear me say how?
No, because you cut out. What did you say?
I said how.
Oh, how do you recognize who she is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you know her mother.
Ooh.
Because she has that look.
Okay, this is going to be fun. So, when she walks up to Bruce, Bruce will just freeze dead on his track.
She'll look him over and she'll kind of lick her lips, and she'll put her fists on her hips and kind of lift her chin up.
Iris, are they gonna fight?
I don't know.
And she'll kind of lick her lips and she'll say, "You, tell me your name."
Bruce is too startled right now.
Sebastian will turn in and he's not completely drunk, but people can notice he's drunk. He has drunk a bit and goes, his name is Bruce.
She'll kind of focus her eyes and lick her lips. Your name is Bruce?
He nods.
I'm Anne Marie Feiner, and I choose you as my Adenor. And she'll nod.
What the fuck?
Do you reject?
What's an
No. That was out of character.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but she says that. She'll
No, in character, Iris is going to be asking the general table, what's an Autonar?
Theophilus is just like going to silently whisper from behind her and just like.
With Theo doing the wave thing and not actually explaining, she's going to turn to ask Anna Mary, what's an Autonar?
she'll kind of look at her and kind of look back at him. Husband. I choose you as my husband.
Yeah, Iris.
Sebastian will look at us. He'll be like, you do realize you've just found out his name, right?
She'll look back at him, dead serious. She'll lick her lips again. Mr. Pletchcrafter over there. You get the feeling that the ward is building right now.
Oh yeah.
The weird is like, oh fuck. Hi, how you doing? Let me pay attention to this now.
Is she like a praying mantis or something? This will be a whisper to Theo because he's the one that seemed to recognise it and start going out.
That is a very heavy and severe contract to be levying so flippantly.
It's not flippant. I know what I'm doing. Now stay out of it! She'll yell at you.
Well, for the sake of Bruce, who may not know what you're doing.
He knows
Could
very
you-
well what I'm doing. She'll look back at him. Now
Can
answer
I-
me. Do
can
you
I ask
reject me
Bruce?
or not?
Can I ask Bruce to prove this by explaining what this is happening? Because I have the feeling that you have just blindsided Bruce there.
While this is all going on, when you guys look at Bruce, his face is chalk fucking white.
Yeah.
He is in his oh fuck moment.
Yep.
Theophilus is going to stand up and make his way towards Bruce's shoulder. He's going to do some like very cursory bullshit first aid attempts. Snapping on both sides of his ears, checking to see how well he's tracking motion with his eyes. I believe this man is in shock. If he is to agree to anything, it will be under... Bruce, do you think that you are of sound mind and sound body? Fucking perfect.
Somebody else is like, he's a damn fine body.
Sebastian will just go. He also said sound mind.
Can't speak for that.
Bruce nods to that.
So the vegans sound blind, or because you
No,
might want to be
no.
careful that you're not
He
accidentally
is.
agreeing to the other
No, no,
thing.
no. He is. He looks okay. He looks fine. The only thing is, he is too surprised and too shocked to hear this from the daughter of the fucking High Walker. AKA, a little out of character explanation. The High Walker is the highest rank of female warrior where Bruce comes from.
That is perfectly fine. Theophilus is still trying to save you.
Yep.
Which also makes this woman right here a direct Walker. Not a high Walker, but slow Walker.
That is completely fine. Theophilus is still trying to save you.
Yep.
She'll narrow her eyes at you. It's that she wants an answer and she wants it yesterday. And she certainly has Mama Sass.
He raises up his hand to Theo, like, I got this. And he kneels down, holds both of his hands up downwards as for her to use as a step. So she can actually climb up to his shoulder and claim him. Because that's how the way that works. God damn it.
Her face falls. She's like, fuck! She literally says, fuck! And she'll look back at her sister like, he said yes. Like in her head, she's like, he said yes, he said yes.
I seal the contract.
Oh,
Fuck out of
see,
here, Mel.
I don't have any choice. When a walker asks you to do something, you say yes.
She'll, like, balk hard for a moment. She's basically like,
Hey, look, now you have to marry the man you just met.
No, I didn't. Oh God! And Asha's like, yes, yes, yes. I can go on my date. Yes. Fucking suck it.
Theophilus will
Okay, bye. And she'll run out.
Yeah.
Theophilus will take out a camera phone and record the.
Yeah. I was just going to say, don't pick next Saturday.
No, we're actually
Congratulations on your nuptial. May your first child be a masculine child.
Hey! Smack him in the back of the head.
Here, here.
Yeah. When he says, "May your first child be a masculine child," Iris does say "hey" and kind of smack him slightly around the back of the head.
Yeah,
Girls are just as good.
She is like just shy of panic mode. Didn't expect it to work.
You could probably still change your mind if you're both okay with that.
And here's the problem. Someone
sealed the
steps
contract.
from that too. Someone steps basically from the back, and it is her mother.
Yeah.
And her mother says, "No,
Oh
she
my
can't."
god. When she walks inside, Bruce will do the same thing again. He just lets Anne-Marie go and goes down both on his knees, and he just like puts his hands down and bows hard so his forehead hits the ground.
Yeah, she'll walk in and she'll say, "No, she can't."
Summer court is awesome, isn't it?
Spring, darling.
No, my friend here, Bruce.
Well, I can't attest for my daughter's poor judgment in that. And she'll kind of walk forward and say, now, Anne-Marie Fainert, if I understand it correctly, are you trying to walk back on a plunge? And she'll say, no, I'm not. I didn't expect him to say yes. And she's like,
Well, look at that, he did.
a strong son from our lands will give me many great-grandchildren, possibly great-grandchildren, literally, and you're trying to turn him away? No daughter of mine would do that. And her eyes go huge. Especially my eldest child. Are you telling me really that Asha is a better daughter to me than you are? And she's just slaughtering this girl like right here with her words. And she's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not ready to be a wife, to fill your matronly roles. You're not ready. Oh, I thought I raised you better than that. Maybe it's not me. Maybe just you and a rotten apple fell from the tree. And she essentially just deflates. Like,
You know, just because they've agreed to get married doesn't mean they have to get married tomorrow, does it?
they're already married, dear.
Oh, okay.
And she claimed him. It sealed the rights. The word is spoken.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more like a proposal thing, but she'll just shrug.
Mazel tov. And she'll kind of hair flip her beautiful silver curls. There are no shortage of men, by the way, who are watching this woman walk off, even though she is probably in her 50s. Oh, by the way, and she'll kind of look back at Iris. Congratulations. And she'll walk out.
And Iris is just going to look horribly awkward, like, what was that for?
And she'll kind of look down at Bruce and Marie after her mother leaves, and she's like, arise, yes.
Bruce slowly raises up after she leaves, but is still down on his knees. He is fucking terrified of that woman, by the way, guys.
The girl looks like really kind of just confused and heartbroken and like kind of sad, and she just kind of shakes her head and looks at Bruce like, well, at least he's pretty. But she'll just kind of shake her head, and she's like,
Sebastian will buy another bottle of rum, he'll hand it over to her, and he'll just go wedding gift.
yeah, it's like inhaled. She'll like inhale that thing and then like throw it on the floor.
So
There is one last step to be made. Make your climb.
She'll like pout and climb on his shoulder.
I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. What was your name again?
Fainir.
Mr. and Mrs. Bainer.
Yeah, because in this culture, man actually takes the woman's surname.
Yeah. Iris
Mr.
kind of guessed that from the whole situation, which is why you just went Mr. and Mrs. Bainer. Thumbs up.
Mrs. and Mr. Fainir.
May your first child be a feminine child.
May your first child be a child, and Sebastian will just take a big gulp of his bottle.
May your first child be a child.
Down at Bruce, her eyes are like so confused and hurt and like, oh, what did I do? Now I'm married. I wasn't married this morning. I wasn't married. All these
She'll look at it, and Sebastian will look at her and go, so, here's a suggestion. When you don't want someone to marry you, maybe don't ask them to marry you.
I didn't expect him to say yes. Let's just be very clear about that. Yes was not the thing I was going for. I was trying to prove a point to my sister that nobody just says yes, except apparently my husband.
Then
Sebastian,
why the fuck did you even ask?
Yeah.
Sebastian, I am under good neighbors with you. I cannot directly attack you for being insulting. She is not.
But no, I mean, you only knew his name. How would you know if he would say yes or not?
Well, she isn't gonna ask me. Jesus, no one would ask me. And of the eligible bachelors, there's the Shadow, me, and Bruce. Who would you ask, Iris? Like really?
There's like this really big ogre woman in the corner who's like, I'd ask you.
And I would say no.
Because I'm a large woman,
Iris'
isn't it?
hand is
Can't
going
handle
to
a big girl.
with a chain from a necklace on her neck and go, I wouldn't ask.
Sebastian will look at the ogre woman and will look at Theo and will just go, hey, look at that, Theo, you're more popular than me.
But I'm still not nearly as popular as Iris. With that, I feel like my work is done. I will get back to the office. If anyone needs me, you can get my number. Take care now.
While all this discussion is going, guys, and says, I cannot decline a claim from a walk here.
Sebastian will look at her and goes, did you not know that?
No, I didn't. God damn it! Oh! She'll kind of hop down.
On the upside, it sounds like you have a lot more in common than you expected. This is kind of a shrug going on there.
Sebastian won't say what he thinks as he just smiles.
She'll just cover her face like, oh god!
Okay, there's one more thing Bruce has to do. Is there any beasts around?
Yes? There's a bunny beast.
Is there any one of them either a bear or a boar?
There's a bear beast.
Okay, so Bruce first goes to the bar and orders 3 bottles of alcohol and goes to the bear.
The bear will kind of look down at him. It is a big bear of a man with a little tiny fedora on.
He hands all 3 bottles to him.
He'll kind of look down at them. Thank you.
And he just like opens his chest up.
Really? We're doing this tradition, son?
Claw.
It seems like it's the night for doing a lot of traditions that I have never heard of before.
Claw.
Sebastian will send a text message to William and to Soren saying, holy crap, Bruce just got married.
Bruce is still waiting for that beast to claw his chest.
He'll kind of like extend 2 claws and just like claw you like, oh god, blood! I mean, roar! And he'll hit you.
Bruce will thank him and walk back to Anne-Marie.
She just kind of like shakes her head and looks at you. Her eyes are almost like they're wet. She's like damn near crying.
He just like
It's on her wedding day, look.
he just like puts his thumb to the wound So he will like get some blood,
She'll open
and
her mouth.
he actually puts his thumb right over her forehead.
Like she knew this was coming too. That's the worst part. She knows all this. She's like, great. Now I'm
So,
really married.
yep, the blood will disappear in a few seconds, and the marriage is done.
This certainly beats having to walk around a table 3 times. She'll kind of like wipe her eye.
Sebastian will take his bowl, he'll hand it to her and goes, "Believe it or not, I'm having an even worse time than you, but you can still have some of my drink."
She'll sit down and drink it.
If it makes you feel better, King Farron is in charge of arranging his wedding for next Saturday.
Who the hell gave King Ferran full permission to plan a wedding?
Iris is just gonna shrug.
It's going to be Hello Kitty Bacon and Disney.
Well, like I said, if it makes you feel better, you can think about that instead.
What's a Disney?
I am kind of imagining if he tries cooking the wedding cake himself and it is actually a pile of burnt but still somewhat raw bacon with a candle on top.
Sebastian just goes, "Holy shit, Disney is still around."
Oh, that's funny. He'll kind of rub it. She'll just kind of rub her temples, like, oh god,
What's a Disney?
it's a studio. She'll kind of look at Bruce. She'll kind of blink, like looking at his face.
Sebastian will look at Bristol and goes, "You may now kiss the bride."
What? No, I swear to God. Oh God. No, you have to. Oh my God, no. No. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay, fine. No, she'll put her hands up. Okay. She'll kind of
You have
stand up and
right.
pat the chair for you to sit on it.
You have right to decline if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. I can do this. She'll pat the chair for him to sit down.
He sits down.
She'll kind of sit on his lap prettily. And she'll wrap her arms around his neck. But she's trying to put as much distance between them as she can while sitting on his lap with her arms around his neck. And she'll kind of go, okay.
Bruce actually starts looking around.
What are you looking for?
You are going to get this, and you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Oh, great.
When you ask that, he's just going to say, "Are you trying to make someone jealous?"
I should almost give you XP for that. She goes, no, why? What? Just, oh, let's get this over with, okay? Kind of purse her lips. Wait, with or without tongue?
What difference does that make?
No, you know what the hell, we just got married. Let's just do this with tongue. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 2.5.
Sebastian will look at the younger sister while this is happening.
Oh, she
See what?
ran.
She ran
She
out.
left to go on that date.
Yeah.
2 3/4. And then she'll basically lean in and press her lips against his. What do you do, Bruce?
He won't fight back. He doesn't have the right to fight back.
Pick your PMs. Okay. You want me to narrate that for a little second? So essentially, she goes in to kiss this fellow, to kiss her new husband here. She presses her lips against his, and Bruce proceeds to give her a passionate, fiery, true son of the summer court kiss. And she basically it shocks her and she kind of flails for a second, and then she'll throw her arms around him again. And he'll kiss her for, I imagine, a good minute or so. And then she'll break the kiss and look down at him like, woo! Oh my god. Yeah, okay. She'll kind of twirl her hair on one of her fingers. Yeah, no, she'll kind of point at the door, like,
Bruce?
I think the next step of this marriage is to consummate it, isn't it? We need to go that way. She'll kind of like point. My house is that way. Our house is that way, husband. We need to go that way now. She'll get up and pull his hand towards the door. Come on, let's go now.
If she is like taking him away,
Yeah.
he's gonna.
Well, that is a broom closet, honey.
Yeah, she's kind of pulling him towards her house.
Yeah, she'll start pulling him towards the door, like, yeah, let's go.
She's not taking the bottle, is she?
What?
She's not taking the bottle, is she?
No. There's only one thing she wants right now, and it starts with a D.
By the way, Bruce grabs the suit.
Mhm.
Let's not forget that.
I swear, I'll get him back to you as soon as possible. I mean, he looks like a big guy. I'm sure it'll take a while, but yeah. Just a couple of hours, you know. I mean, he's my husband. I have to take care of him, right? She'll kind of like pull him.
That's okay. Just be careful with the suit.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a beautiful suit. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Looking at Bruce, by the way, when you said that. She'll kind of jump over his shoulder. Instead of like laying over his shoulder, she'll actually like sit on his shoulder, because she is a Valkyrie, and that is the proper way for a Valkyrie to sit. Not over his shoulder like some common camp whore.
Sebastian will look at Iris and he'll just go, well, that just happened.
Yeah, it kind of seems like everybody's getting married.
And he'll look to him and goes, so is everyone getting married really fast, or are you two and are you and Claudio just taking it slow? I'm very new to this world.
Well, definitely slower than that.
And he'll like wipe his he wipes his face and goes, that was so weird. I think it actually sobered me up a little bit.
Yeah. Just when we get Sierra back, just don't go marrying her before Christmas. We need to space these things out.
He'll look at her. He'll raise his drink and goes, I wasn't planning to.
I should really get a drink. She's gonna go and get a lemonade and sit back down again.
Yeah, you get a text back saying, what?
Who is it from? From Will. He'll say,
Yeah.
well, he'll say, he'll just say, yeah, freaking Anne-Marie Fournier, it came out of nowhere, asked Bruce to marry him, and and he'll say, and the idiot said yes, because apparently he doesn't have a choice.
He sends back a sound clip.
And it's just him laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Iris will actually.
bellied laughing.
Iris will actually text Claudio. One of the spring courtiers just married Bruce.
Oh, okay. He'll text back, whom to whom, thinking that she means that one of the spring courtiers performed a ceremony.
Dark-haired woman, another Mr. and Mrs. Fania.
So Trudeau's is only about 10 minutes from the spring court, so in about 10 minutes your man walks in. And he immediately sits down. With this look of, now talk. He literally, like, if he had the popcorn going, it would be there. But he looks at her like, no, go on.
Right. Well, there were these two girls arguing, and one of them said, "No, nobody does that. Look, see," or something like that. And then Bruce was on his way back from the bathroom, and she just walked up to him and said, "I choose you as my something that sounded like otter," and and it means husband.
Oh, Adonar.
Yeah. And Bruce just kind of kneeled down, and she was like, "Oh dear."
He blinks.
And then her mum showed up, and
Oh, that's where she went. I was
yeah,
wondering. I was talking to her.
and then her mum showed up and was basically, "Don't you go changing your mind partway through, and aren't you ready to be a wife and stuff?" And it's kind of awkward.
He smiles as though he admires her at the moment. Is that how this works? Can I do that right now? Choose you as my smizmar.
Sebastian will crack up laughing.
I'm not going to carry you out the bar.
Couldn't carry me out of the bar, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
So what was it you were saying, Aris? These things need to be carried out and planned?
No, I'm just saying I'm not going to carry him out of the bar.
Damn, I guess we can't get married. He'll shake his head. There are one too many weddings.
She's gonna smack him on the arm.
He'll kind of chuckle. There's one too many weddings this week, month, and in the very near future. I don't plan to be one of them. I'm sorry. He'll turn to her. I'm sorry. He'll pat her arm.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. I also asked Sebastian that when we get Sierra back, he doesn't marry her this week.
We'll kind of think on it for a moment. 3 weeks from now, I think is free.
Wait, what? You're actually getting married?
No.
I can't make that decision for you. I have a lot of influence, my son, but that's not one of them. I can't decide when people get married.
Apparently in the middle of a bar, but I don't know.
I haven't even been close to marriage. I've been pretty much a confirmed bachelor for over 100 years. Well, not like this is not my strong area.
Though, to be fair, of all the people I've met, that she could have proposed to only knowing their names. That was probably the best fit.
That may have been why she chose him. Hmm.
Well, she said that she was expecting him to say no.
Oh my. What happened afterwards?
Well, they kind of sat down, and and something about, I don't know why, but Bruce went over to try and get that guy to claw his chest, and then put blood on her head.
Theodore?
And
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know a little bit about the ritual. That part is the exchanging of the heart blood. It's you have to mark your wife with your heart's blood. He'll point at his chest. Obviously, it's the
And as soon as Bruce said yes, Anne Marie's sister kind of yelled, "Yes, I can go on that date," and left.
yeah
What the fuck is up with that?
the younger sisters of a tribe aren't allowed to date until the oldest one has dated. To my knowledge, Anne Marie Fainer has never dated anyone.
Why the hell didn't she just ask Bruce on a date instead of marriage?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
I
Okay, so
mean,
then what happened? He's in like full gossip mode, by the way.
I mean, she said that she wasn't expecting him to say yes, and he said that he wouldn't say no to a Valkyrie something, and she was like, oh, and then they kissed, and I think it went rather well because after that, she wanted to go home.
I can reenact that part.
uh, she did this weird jump thing and ended up on his shoulder.
Can you get on my shoulder? I think you could probably sit astride my shoulders, but I don't think I could carry you on one. I probably could actually carry you on one shoulder.
I would probably rather not be carried off like that, but thank you for offering.
He'll
Sebastian
give her.
will Sebastian will play Dr. Williams' laughing reaction.
Claudio will kind of tilt his head and he'll go, I know that laugh. That man is high.
Because yeah, that was that was Dr. Williams' reaction.
Uh-huh. I am very familiar with the sound of his relaxed high laughter. Well, it sounds like quite the adventure. He'll kind of yawn a little bit.
Well, at least by comparison, hopefully that King Ferran will make something that seems vaguely normal.
I don't know whether this is going to be a fiasco or a disaster.
Which one?
The wedding is either going to be a fiasco or a disaster, and I can't tell which one. And I'm thanking God I'm not going to be here.
Okay.
A few minutes later, basically a grub, like a drudge, will kind of run in and hand him a tablet. And there is a like a piece of like a memo note stuck to the tablet that kind of shows like it says only Donati can see this in like kind of learning handwriting,
Yeah.
and he'll kind of shrug and pull the notepad off, and he'll say, "Oh, speak of the devil, it's his plans." And he'll kind of start tapping and looking, and his eyes go huge.
So how much bacon is involved?
There is bacon involved. He'll nod, and
Bacon,
he'll kind of no bacon dresses. He'll kind of flip
bacon
through a
cake.
couple things, and then look at the at a couple of like memos and stuff like that are on it, and he'll just kind of blink and hand the tablet back to the drudge. And he kind of waves his hand like he approves, like okay. He'll say if that's what His Majesty wants, and he'll kind of look back at Iris like he's running the risk of going into shock. We have this level of face going on.
Bacon cake.
He'll shake
Bacon bridesmaids dresses.
he'll shake his head no.
Well, come on, man, tell us.
Oh no. No, I can't tell
You're the
you.
best man, and you have to wear a bacon suit.
No. No, he would make me his best man. What?
All the guests have to rebase everything they say by bacon.
He'll kind of look over at Iris, and he'll say, I think I'm gonna have to reschedule our trip because there is no way I'm missing this.
Bacon fireworks.
His eyes go huge as his lips curl. And he just says, I love you. I'm gonna stand up. I have to go. The king needs me.
Okay, but remember he's not allowed in the kitchen. So if he needs any help with that,
The one who made that proclamation.
I know you
The
did.
order of the king.
I know. I'm just saying. Remember, so he might need help with the foodstuffs.
It's being catered.
Oh, okay.
He'll nod. It's being catered. He just shakes his head like can't even begin to believe or process what I just saw. Just gonna go back to.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
does the wedding dress have a red hood?
That won't fit the colors of the wedding. So good point. Are you what time will you be coming home tonight?
She'll shrug.
No shrug.
Maybe an hour or so.
Okay. I just need to know if you wanted me to start making dinner.
Well, I thought you had to go to the court.
I do have to go to the court, which is like 5 minutes away. And then I'm going to tell the king that his plans are fine and that I will be in attendance, so he can send out the invitations. And then I'll be home.
Oh, okay.
How about this? Whoever gets there last has to cook.
That seems fair.
He'll wink at her.
So you still think letting the king plan the wedding was a good idea?
Nobody thought it was.
Mm-mm. He shakes his head like, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Just no. You ever hear that phrase that every plan, or every plan fails contact with the enemy? I think that's
Yeah.
where that out again. Yeah, he'll nod. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He nods. It's like that. I wish my king the very best and never hope for his pain or demise. Well, lady, gentlemen, he'll bow to the both of you, playfully. I bid you adieu.
Good luck. And making fireworks could totally be a thing.
He'll turn around and wink at her. And with that, he will exit stage left. Do you two have anything else to do, or do you want to end the scene here?
Now Sebastian will finish his bottle and he'll say, well, I have got to see Dr. Will high off his face, so I'll let you go and you can go home and make your man cook.
Iris will nod and shrug, like she really doesn't think this is quite cooking.
You cut out. You cut out. You cut out.
Oh, Iris will smile and shrug, like she doesn't mind, because she really doesn't mind cooking. But yeah, she'll just smile. Well, hopefully we'll be on the plan, tomorrow, and Bruce won't be eaten.
He'll smile and goes, I'll be there if I have to cross hell again. And he'll walk off.
And Iris will finish her drink and head off as well.
So with that, we can end our scene. So thank you players for playing, and thank you watchers for watching. Bye bye!